It's Mr. Pierre Speaks here, back with another video. It stems from a conversation I had with my good friend Chad, and it was within the first year of our graduation. And Chad and I, just to give you a little background, Chad's maybe 6 years younger than me, something like that. But he's always an old soul, very wise young man. And I was an older freshman. I was 22, so I was a little more mature than my peers at the time. And we both, kind of had a depth that most of our contemporaries didn't have. So we took to each other, and we'd have conversations that were layered, and we just talked about real things other than being in college and playing football. And so this conversation we had post-college was along the same lines and within the same vein. And Chad had asked me, and I can't remember how it came up, but he just got around asking me what did I think my gift was. And I thought, wow, it's a lovely question. I was so glad that he asked me that, because it was something that I had thought about, and I put thought and energy into thinking about what my gift and what my purpose is for being here. And I remember what my answer was then, and I still feel that it is the same today. So what I explained was that I think my gift, the thing that I've been bestowed, is an acute empathy. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of background story. When I was growing up, I used to be into comic books, and one of the comics I was into was DC's Teen Titans. And you had Robin, you had Cyborg, you had, I can't remember some of the other ones' names, and you had Raven. And Raven, to me, Raven had the power of empathy, which I didn't really fully understand at the time. But what I did get from her was that she was a healer. So when the other heroes got injured, she'd heal them, give a bit of her life force, but it was always at a cost. And I just thought at the time this was the lamest of all powers. It was just like, really? And they gave her screen time. So as a kid, it was just kind of like a bore to watch Raven on screen, because I'm like, she's not really a superhero. She's like a nurse. She's like a medic in the war or something. But now I totally understand just how important a being like that is to the world, because I feel that I am Raven. And there have been so many experiences that I've had that are very, some are inexplicable, I guess. I could try, and I don't want to sound like I'm coming off as some like psychic or medium or something like that, because I don't even really subscribe to all that type of stuff like that. But I just know that I am a very intuitive person, and I know that I am very in tune with my feelings. And it's sometimes I feel like it's the strongest thing about me is my ability to harness emotions and turn it into something, turn it into passion, turn it into a video, something. A lot of times I do videos, it's because I'm passionate about what I'm speaking on. But at any rate, I've come to understand that there have been many people in my life who've come into my life, didn't necessarily stay, but they've come into my life as if they were drawn to me. Situations where there's no real reason I should have even noticed them, or they should have noticed me, but somehow I did. And the next thing you know, I find out the person's in great pain, and it's like, how did I know this? Just sensed it. It was just crazy stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's dismissive, but at the time, that's what I thought of it as, and I didn't really have another word. I didn't have the vocabulary at that time to be able to articulate what I thought it was. But now I do, and I understand that it's part of who I am. And I think as I've gotten older, I've become more accepting of it, and I've tried to, at this point, I'm very open to honing it, and really I don't know what that really entails, but the best that I can come up with is that honing it would be in use. As I use it more, as I allow it to come forth, the more you use something, the better you get at using it. That's my whole theory right now. So empathy, I'm a lot of people have come into my life that I think I've given them a part of my life force, a part of my spirit, and I've helped them to be, and most people do similar things. I'm not putting anybody else down, or that they don't do it at the level that I do, but I think this is like out in front, like a primary characteristic of Pierre, who I am. And I've also understood that, just like with Raven, it comes at a cost. And that's exactly what's happened to me. I've given so much of my life force to people at times that I didn't have enough left for myself. So ultimately I broke down and I wasn't able to function properly. And that totally happened to me. And I'm talking like real breakdown. Not something, I was down for a week, I didn't feel up to like myself. No, I'm talking a couple years I was down, and they medically they didn't know what was wrong with me. But eventually I healed myself and got back on track. So, I have the experience, and it might sound a little weird to some people, but hey, labels are fine for me, whatever. But this has been my experience, and I know I can always sense a person in distress. And a lot of times it's not always here or on the surface. It's just that I can tell, I feel it. I don't even have to have my eyes open. I can just feel it. People can speak to me, and I just pick up on the vibrations of their tone, their words. It's I don't know. It's really, it's amazing, and I'm glad that I have it, because again, I've been really afraid of this over the years, and I've been denying it a lot, but now I'm just kind of open to it, and I want to help people where I can. I admit I've been off-putting to certain people, because I don't want to deal with what comes with it sometimes. It going into me and making me sick and stuff like that. But I'm coming to terms with it. And this is my gift. I really can't remember what Chad said it. No. I take that back. I want to say Chad said his gift was motivating people. And I would certainly vouch for him on that accord. He's masterful when it comes to motivating people, which is why he's had the success that he's had in the fields that he is in. And he's really kind of a jack of all trades. He does a lot of different things, but in each and every one of them, he's the common characteristic is that he's motivating people. So he's doing the thing that he feels like he's supposed to be doing, and that's not really many greater things. And that's the point that I want to get to. So empathy, motivation, Chad and myself. So everybody have a good day. Thanks for checking me out. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Pierre from Pierre Speaks. Be well. Peace.